Howdy y'all, Twitchonium here. Today I'm coming at you with another Chromatic Cube Draft, so we'll jump right into it and I'll see y'all in Pack 1, Pick 1. Here we are in Pack 1, Pick 1. We've got, as always, a ton of great options here. What are some things that are jumping out to me? Dream Eater's a sweet card. Hornet Queen is just a house of a card. Stabilizes you, puts you ahead, it does everything you want. It's got flyers, death touchers, everything. Oracle of Moldiah is kind of drawing my eye just because being able to play an additional land is going to be good in any green deck, and then playing with the top card revealed and being able to play lands off the top, like just having access to your library like that is just a really strong effect. I also like Atali just from March of the Machine. That was a super fun one. Niv Mizzet can be a great build around as well. Kind of a fun reason to be in the 5-color deck, so we could take him early and then just try to do the 2-color thing. Take things like Hidetsugu, Krasis, Winota more highly after that. Yeah, I think in this pack, the big three my gut would want to go towards would be Atali, or not Atali, Oracle, Hornet Queen, or Niv Mizzet here. And maybe we try the crazy Niv Mizzet thing. Oh, this is tough. No, I'm going to take the Oracle, actually. It's just such a solid card. And we saw in that pack there was a ton of green lands as well, dual lands, so maybe we will one of those. And if we can start with green, especially a land-based rampy green card like that, then we can take some of these multicolor cards a little more freely. Well, maybe with Joda we can still do the multicolor thing. The Legendaries Matters multicolor deck. I mean, I'm kind of on that plan. That sounds fun. Be a little bit tough to pull off if we don't get enough legends or fixing, but Oracle's a good start to that. We already did the Zakama thing once. We drafted Nethro even if we didn't get to play him. I'd love trying Atraxa out. Haven't tried with this Atraxa. Played with this Atraxa. I mean, Reclamation Sage and Timeless Witness might just be the safer. Like that's probably what I should take as one of these. They're just those kind of like good stuff green cards. They're just always going to do what you want them to do. But if we can make a Joda deck, it has way more potential upside. So we'll take that. All right, and in a 3-color deck, or in a rather 5-color deck that wants legends, Toxrill is super strong. Kenrith is a nice 5-color build-around option as well, kind of like Joda. So I do like him here. The land is probably fine. Shigeki could be pretty sweet in a Legends Matters deck. Kiora would be another nice ramp piece, but I think I'm going to take Kenrith. It just kind of does everything a 5-color deck wants to be doing. Okay, and this pack, I feel like we need to take the Tri-Land here. There's nothing just explosive that jumps out at me, like Tristani is maybe the best one. Archon, not a legend, which is relevant to us. Yeah, I'm just going to take the land before it dries up. Well, we can take Jin Gitaxias. That's a pretty spicy card. And a legend that matters. There's also Maze Mind Tome, which is just good. We could do Svella, another legendary creature that helps us ramp and fix. I kind of like that, actually. Although, a Jin Gitaxias is a busted card. But I think this is more what our deck is going to need. Best legendary creature, probably Yarok. Lagomos, though, is a nice aggressive early creature. Going to be hard to hit the colors consistently. We should probably take the Xander's Land first. Yeah, we'll do that. And then hope we wheel one of these legendary creatures out of this pack. curve is going to be a bit high in this deck, I think. But I guess with a Joda like this, it's kind of what you want. Ramp into the expensive legendaries. I like the Loam Speaker just to have a nice mana dork, but a 3 mana legend that buffs all our other creatures is pretty appealing too. Solemn Simulacrum is just always a good card as well. Go find a land, go draw a card, does all the things you want, but this guy's pretty perfect for our game plan, even if he's not a legendary. I think the same thing's going to be said for Augur of Autumn here. It's kind of like the Oracle of Moldiah. Like, if we can go Loam Speaker into Augur into Oracle, we can just chug through our deck a little bit. Lyra would be a really strong bomb to play at the top, but I think we got to take the green fixing stuff first if we want to be able to do the fun, crazy stuff. Well, and we got our Niv Mizzet back because nobody else wants to play 5-color Legends Matters. And now we'll take the 2-color Legends much more highly than the others. Well, I might just be on the Dragon Sword actually, because we're in 5 colors over one of these kind of filler legendary creatures. Rampant fixing. That's what I'm going to take early here. And we've already got a nice little package going. Olivia seems like she has the perfect synergies for us. She can return all those legendary creatures back to the battlefield for us. And she's 2 colors for Niv Mizzet. Neheb is the only legendary creature here, but an unexciting one. I guess it's still a 5/4 with trample for 4. Worst case. Actually, Archon's just way better. Hopefully we won't have to run any non-legends, but if we do, I would be fine running a Harmonious Archon. I think this is still fine. Kaya would be fine as well, but, you know, actually, let's take the Kaya.
I don't take kindly to evil over.
Well, we got the 2 legends back. We got Lagomos, which I think will probably be a nice curve filler for us, and a Sarkhan. Cool.
A dragon's will isn't thought in your head.
So we've got Rakdos and Gruul covered so far. Oh, and Orzhov for the Niv Mizzet triggers, or potential. So here we could take like a Skull Prophet for some more early ramp dorks. We could take the World Tree for fixing, which is probably what we should do. I'd love a Tali back from this pack. Rada would be fine. I mean, Shark Typhoon is just an awesome card, but I don't think it's for us. Cleansing Nova would be nice to have access to. I guess Primeval's Glorious Rebirth would be pretty sweet for us as well, in fact. We'll take the World Tree. Rankle's pretty good. Courser of Crewfix is another one of those green land from the top of your deck cards, which are all very solid. Really, we need 2 drops if we can find any good ones. Could just take a Temple of Mystery here, or a Pathway, or Events, or something. I think I like the Courser, though. No, it's not a legendary creature, though, and we really need to try and focus down on that. Oh, whoa. I think I'm taking Steam Vents, because it can come in untapped when we need it to. Oh, Garuda's jumping out at me here. Ooh, Liliana too. Those 2 jump out at me. Not the kind of 2-drop we're looking for, even though he is a legendary creature. Angel of Sanctions is a nice piece of removal on a creature. But I think Garuda in this deck, like, you play something that turns into a Garuda with Joda on the board, and then Garuda goes and finds you another creature, and you just chain into this web of craziness. Okay, Mikaeus might be the perfect creature for us. Maybe not perfect, because it's only one color. Ideally, we'd have a two colors for Nim Mizzet, but a legendary creature that can be a 2-drop when we need it to be, or a 3-drop, or a 4-drop, or a whatever, seems pretty good for us. Alright, well now we can take the Reality Chip, which is a 2-drop creature that's legendary. Omnath would be cool, but we're probably going to get something we can use out of this. You know, Omnath or Gonti or something. A land even. I think we need 2 drops here, even if they're not necessarily crazy explosive. Well, Facebreaker is a nasty 3-drop, but there's some great options for us. Actually, in a Legends Matters deck, I think Jarrow Hazoret's got to be the pick, right? Facebreaker would be good though with those treasures. So Mikaeus is hopefully is more like a 2-drop for us here. So yeah, we really need some more early plays and some 4-drop kind of rangy plays, ideally. Well, Tycoon will be a nice 2-drop for us. Way to get some treasures for fixing. I would play, well, really any of these first 3. Not so excited about Riel, but Essica's super fun, especially if you ever get to play her as the Prismatic Bridge, and we're in the kind of deck that can take advantage of that. So I'm going to take the Tycoon because this is what our deck needs more, but hopefully Essica will come back, or Shieldred or Gix, although these two I'm less... I doubt those two come back. They're both very strong single color cards. Well, now we've got Field of the Dead. Are we close enough to it? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, probably not. Unfortunately. Might still be the pick here, though. It's either that or Squee. I think Ilharg's a little expensive. We've already got enough big things we're trying to do. I'll take it. We got back Atali and Primeval's Glorious Rebirth. Even Rada. I think I'd rather have Atali here. Get as many of these kind of like cheats X onto the battlefield cards as we can. Now we'll take Rankle. Oh, actually, let's take the Pathway. I lied. Since we got that Field of the Dead, may as well. Yeah. Keep taking some lands here. So that'll be 12 different named lands we'll have in the deck so far. Not the craziest Planeswalker, but still a legendary for the Legendaries Matter stuffs. Ooh. Yeah, I guess this... The Facebreaker would be probably better, but Luca does ramp as well a little bit, so that's why I figured it's still okay. Alright, now we've got a number of options. We could take just something like a clunky 2-drop, the little tiny baby doggo, but it's always going to draw us a card. Could take a Krenko, or a Quintorius could be fun. Chromatic Lanterns probably needs to be the pick, just to make sure, again, that we can hit all our colors. Yeah. Gwenna would be pretty sweet too, actually. And actually... no, it's 5 power or greater, not 5 CMC or more. I was going to say all of our expensive stuff would trigger that. Okay, we have Lannery Storm, which I always like as an early way to fix in these kind of decks. A nice aggressive way to do it too. Could also take Portal to Phyrexia, which is nuts. I don't think we just want to Commando here. Actually, I'm going to take the Portal to Phyrexia. It's a fun card, and we're ramping. And none of these are really jumping out at me. Fibblethip and Borborygmos, I suppose, is the one that looks the coolest. I guess Jacob Hauken maybe I should be taking because we need 2-drops, but that's such an unexciting legendary 2-drop. Actually, Plarg I like here. Plarg's fine as a 2-drop, just a way to discard and draw. Yeah, that's fine. Probably supposed to take Rafine's Tower here. Just take another Tri-land. We're going to have like 0 removal in this deck. The Great Henge. Usually an amazing, amazing card, and it still is, but I think Magda's probably better for us. Just a legendary 2-drop that ramps us. I would love a Mind Stone as well, but I think Magda's more what our deck wants to be doing. And now we either take the Timeless Lotus or one of the Triomes, I think. Actually, what does this Graft Widow do? Oh no, it's fine. What do we have at 5 already? A fair amount of stuff. Yeah, let's take a Triome. Yeah, I think another land here makes the most sense. Well, let's take the one with the black in it. Well, Yawgmoth can do a lot just by himself. So I think he is worth taking over our land here. Now we either take the Tomb, the Krenko, or, you know, one of those. I think with the Field of the Dead now, we've got enough lands to where I like the Overgrown Tomb here. Hopefully we have enough playables. I didn't even think about it. If we cut out all these lands. Yeah, we're still there. I think I still like Lannery Storm here now that we got her back. We even got the Borborygmos and Fibblethip. Although I think we're going to take Electro Dominance just to have some type of interaction in this deck. Since we have like none. I just took legendary creatures only. Yeah, we'll take Maelstrom Pulse for the same reason, just to have a little bit. Better late than never, right? And we'll take Rowl's Outburst for the same thing, over the Nissa. Oh man, we even got the Timeless Lotus back. I guess there's probably nobody else playing 5 colors, which makes sense.
War ends today.
So we've got a crazy explosive pile of cards here. Let's see what we can make out of them. Alright, we want to play all of these lands. Alright, Mikaeus is like a 2-drop. Electro Dominance probably higher up. Okay. So we're keeping all our 2-drops for sure. Anything that ramps us or fixes us needs to stay. So by that means Lannery's making treasures. She's staying. Mishra, I suppose, theoretically could ramp us a little bit. And still does draw us a card, discard us a card. Yeah, I think that's fine to keep. Augur is a good one, although maybe I should consider taking Augur out. It's a double pipped card and non-legendary. Maelstrom Pulse is staying. Spell is definitely what we're looking for, that kind of thing. Lantern, yeah. So we've got a nice little ramp start early. I'm going to cut the Augur, I think. We have the Oracle doing a similar effect, and it's easier to cast the Oracle than it is the Augur. Yeah, I think we'll keep the Oracle instead. Alright, Yawgmoth, it's a little hard to cast, but I do like having Yawgmoth just by himself. He does everything you want. He's the sack outlet, he's the removal piece, he's the proliferation, he's, whatever you need him to be. This Sarkhan can go poof. This Jaya can probably go. I think I kind of like this Luca, actually. Jiro and Hazaret's great. I think Timeless Lotus can go. At this point, we don't need to, we'll have hopefully ramped by that point. We don't need to be doing that at turn 5. Niv Mizzet and Joda are both staying. So we're going to need to cut down on our expensive ones. Portal to Phyrexia can probably go. Kaya can probably go. Chandra can probably go. Since we're very much more a creature-based deck. Definitely. So we need to still make some cuts. I think Mishra's one of them. Maybe... Where was it? The Pulse even, and we cut some more removal and just go all in on the creature ramp strat. One more cut. Maybe it should be Luca. Yeah. Since we just really want to do the creature-based stuff, we've got ways to bring creatures back, ways to cheat more creatures on, creatures that can do anything with our mana, more cheater onto the boards, ones that draw us cards, ones that get us through our deck, ones that remove stuff. Yeah, I mean, we've got a very strong suite of creatures in the deck, so... Our land split looks like red, green, and black, then white and blue. 5, 6, 7. Sources of red does not seem enough. 3, 4, 5, 6 for green. Maybe it's some of these tri-lands and stuff just aren't the right combinations we need. Because right now I have the same amount of green as I do blue, which seems wrong. But maybe it's not. What does the white look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's the same kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know that we can cut any. Let's give it a try like this and see how it goes. We've got, like I said, we've got a couple of these fixers to try and solve those problems for us, but not quite sure how it'll end up going. Let's make Joda. No, not a huge fan of the art on this Joda. I like the original Joda art much better. Let's do Kenrith with his nice antler helm going on, and I'll see y'all in the matches. Welcome to round 1, y'all. We're on the draw. I think I like this hand. We've got all our colors. We've got the Oracle, some removal. I mean, it's a slow hand, but this is a slow deck, so. Let's do some scrying here first. Yeah, sure. So we'll hold Field of the Dead hopefully till 7. This needs 6 lands, so that'll kind of be perfect. Let's get the Triome in first. And then with the Oracle, we can play 2 lands a turn, so we just need to get 2 more lands, and we're pretty set. We are going to eat some Mila damage here. Oh, or we're not going to. Interesting. I guess all of our lands are going to enter tapped anyways, so no Oracle this turn for us. But we're one land away. Interesting. Draws a card. Got it.
Iron out the details, then tea.
Don't like that real. So +1 power to their creatures, okay. Wait, I don't have any green out? Whoops. Glad I drew that forest. No, even though that's a swamp. No, I guess I should play it off the top, just so we can keep seeing our cards. Yeah, well, this is going to be hard to turn around from. This might have been a little too slow of a start, unfortunately. We'll see. We are going to be fielding and Atalying or Garudaing next turn, so might be enough. Just hard to deal with emblems.
My services are not...
Especially if they can do the same thing again. Although I guess we could Rouse and Pulse to kill off both of their creatures here. Yeah, that might be the play. Yikes. Well, now we definitely need to get rid of the Cathar so we can get our Oracle back to play 2 lands, but it's probably going to be too little too late. Sure, draw your card. Well, I mathed wrong because I forgot all our lands come in tapped in this deck, so we didn't have enough to rouse the angel there. Unfortunate, but at least our deck was able to hit our lands and start doing the Field of the Dead thing. We just I probably shouldn't have kept that one. It was a little too slow, maybe with nothing till a 4-drop. But I'll see y'all in the next round. Here we are on the play with a hand that I think I need to keep, but I'm not sure about it. We really need to hit a green and a red for this deck to really come together. Or this hand, rather. We've got some stuff we can play at the start. I'm going to keep it. Hopefully our reality chip can you know, help us look at what's coming. Well, no green for that still, which is going to be our issue here. Still no green. Oh, I can't reconfigure because I have no other creature. I see. Well, let's fix that problem, shall we? I hope they use that on Macias. Okay, good. Yikes. Yeah, this is not good. Not good at all. At least we hit red with this, so we can rouse something. And we're going to need to draw those cards. Atali or Nib Mizzet? I mean, Savella is the one I don't want them to get rid of, so honestly, that's fine. I need her, if we are ever able to dram her down, to be able to start making... Ah, we need to pay the life. Choose one, put that card in my hand. Don't think a swamp is doing me anything here, so let's take the Garuda. I guess I should probably Loam Speaker first before Svella-ing. I guess it doesn't really matter. Any of these three are all trying to do the same thing for us, and we're this overgrown tomb away from doing it. So we're going to have access to 5, but only 1 green. I guess we should be Nib Mizzeting, actually, here. They probably have a piece of removal for it, but... Let's see. White, blue, red, black, green. Yep, that'll do. And we'll hope that we can hit a card or two off of the Nib Mizzet. Although we have a lot of our 2-color cards either in hand or that we've already seen.
This is my home, and I don't
They'll probably make
appreciate
us
it when
sack the
people
reality
touch my
chip.
things.
Yep.
Off you go.
Thankfully they didn't do that with Nib Mizzet on the board. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Sad that all of our 2-color stuff happened to already be in hand when we drew Nib Mizzet. Sure, they have a Tali, I forgot. And Settle the Score, which I kind of figured was something like that was coming.
Drop it.
Lame. Lands have been our issues this turn. Why not? I guess I'm rather better that they got Plarg than Jeru and Hazaret, at least. But I see no way for us to get out of this mess with what we have access to here. Yeah, that Liliana is a unpleasant card to play against. Just making, discard and sacrifice. So like, outside of Counterspell, probably like 2 of the most feels bads. So, seeing both of them on a single Liliana is rough. But we'll go right into round 3 and hope we don't get skunked here. See y'all there. Finally on the play here with an Elannery Storm we can actually cast. I think we have to keep this. We'll Field of the Dead turn 1. And play 2 of like the 5 basics we actually have in the deck, which is kind of fun. We can actually play untapped lands. Well, after this first one. But we finally have Joda, so if we can cast him on curve, ooh, with the Lantern for 4, yeah. I guess we might actually even Lantern on 3, depending. No, definitely Lanterning now. If we top deck a land, we can immediately Joda, which would be pretty sweet. If not, we'll Lantern into the Joda. Oh, I guess actually we can just attack with Lannery again to get the treasure. Happy to make this trade if they want to do that. Oh, we can't cast Joda anyways because we don't have the right colors, so we do have to play the Lantern anyways. Don't need to play Mikaeus yet. But now we can do anything we need to. My brain was already treating all my lands like they were any color we needed because of the Lantern. Alright, so we'll... There's no landfall or anything on Joda, right? No. Just Joda first. Hope they don't counterspell. Which it looks like they are. That would be it. The one time we get to cast Joda, they have a counter for it. Oh no, a duplication. That's fair. Not fair, but at least we get to keep our Joda. And then next turn we can Garuda. And have a Garuda trigger and a Joda trigger. Oh, they've got an Omnath Joda trigger though, which is good. Hopefully their deck just doesn't have a bunch of legendary creatures in it though. If you're playing Omnath, you're probably playing Landfall. Yeah. Explosive stuff from the opponent. I don't know why their Joda has an extra power now. Okay. Yeah, I think we need the Garuda to try and hit some stuff here. Magda, not a great hit off of the first trigger. Oh, Joda's doing that. Duh, I forgot about. So we can have their Winota, their Guard Mage. Oh no, we want a Tali. Duh. Alrighty then. Magda looking pretty good as a 6/5 there. She got swole. I need to read this again. +X+X, where it's the number of legendaries. Okay. So they get an Atali too, or a Garuda. Nuts. The opponent's playing my deck, which is frustrating. I want to play my deck. I don't want you to play my deck. And they got Yawgmoth. Nasty. Looks like we're gonna die to Omnath triggers at this point. Tell me they don't have a way to kill off our Atali. That's kind of what I'm banking on at this point. Goodbye, Atali. Or even Joda. I mean, Joda's the smarter pick, but Atali's the scarier one for sure from their perspective. Also haven't been hitting our lands. They have, like, what, more than double what we've drawn, which is a little challenging. It's because freaking all of our lands are probably, yeah, have been flipped for one thing or another. Okay, so we Niv Mizzet. Oh, he got one. Of course, of course, of course. Pulse is good, but I think it's going to be too late. Oh, I guess we can take all three. Yeah, I mean, if we'd been hitting our lands, we'd be able to remove their Joda or something here. But it's not going to matter. Yeah, I think we'll hold off. I mean, their Omnath triggers are really the only thing that's going to kill us outright here. Which they could potentially get 3 triggers in this turn. They have another Uro here, yeah. But both of us getting pretty low on cards from all those triggers. Now, if they can do it again, they will hit us in the face for 4. Ball Drifter. Why did they get that from Mall Drifter? I guess it's because of the pull of the Mist Moon. So they're going to have an attack here we can't get through anyways. I don't feel like waiting this out. They just want to keep playing their fun cards, which I totally get. But I would rather jump into another draft so I can see y'all in that one. But let's take one last look at this deck that did terrible for us, unfortunately. I think the 5-color direction, we were able to play our 5-color cards, so it's not like we didn't draft a deck that couldn't support playing 5 colors. It just was a little too focused on the 5-color legendary stuff and not enough on being a functional, reasonable deck. Didn't have very much removal and interaction, which I think was part of the big problem. All of our opponents were able to mess with our game plan a fair amount, even if it wasn't with straight up removal. Like copying the Joda and things like that. So, what did go well in this deck? Lannery, always a great way to make sure you can ramp and fix. Niv Mizzet and Joda, both awesome 5-color houses that they are known and loved for. And Atali's Atali, even when it's getting played against you. When your own Atali is getting played against you, I should say. But, oh, Garuda. Garuda's the other one that's probably the MVP of this deck, really. But, oh well. Still a fun deck to brew together, if not to get some wins with. And I appreciate y'all coming along on this quick ride with me here today. I'll see y'all in the next draft video. Take care, everyone.